Well, hello, Cancer, and welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the period of July the 5th through July the 11th. We have a lot of cards to get through, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Going to do the commercial stuff up front and say that if you resonate with this, please make sure that you give it a like, share, and subscribe. And if for some reason you're not getting everything that you want, but make sure that you're looking at your sun, your moon, your rising, and of course your north node. Okay, so from our Sacred Geometry deck, we have the Shapeshifter, Inner Knowledge and Ancient Wisdom. It's a master number, okay? So I can tell you, Cancer, that right now what's getting ready to happen for you is going to be setting you up for the 8-8 portal. Of course, we have a 7-7 portal coming up this particular week. Woohoo! And we have another card for you. We have the Coming Into Power. Yes, yes, indeed. So the coming into power is really talking about what's getting ready to happen, and there is an additional mantra that's on here, and it says that I step into my power boldly and confidently. Okay, we're also going to go in with the Earth Magic deck here. Okay, and grab another one for our Cancer. July 5th through the 11th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lightning, power. Hello. How many times do you have to be told that? So power. Amazing frequency of knowing who you are, knowing that you're getting ready to change something, and knowing that you're getting ready to do something fantastic with it. So Gateway Oracle is talking about coming into power. You have number 8, which is a master card again from the Sacred Geometry, Shapeshifter, Inner Knowledge, Ancient Wisdom, and then we have the Lightning card coming from the Earth Magic deck. Okay, we have a lot of cards to get into. So I am going to go ahead and just jump right in. I'm going to introduce a different deck that I haven't used with you guys before. This is the In-Between Tarot deck. So this deck is going to be utilized for basically the remainder of the month of July because of the amount of energy that it is that we're getting into. And what I like about this deck is that it talks about where you're at in between, you switching between one card or the other. So it imbues, excuse me, more than one energy per card, and I love that. So let's do this one a Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, make it Thursday, and then I'll explain how these work. I really do love them. Thursday, Friday, ooh, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's energy, ooh, look at that. And Sunday, please, for our Cancer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, all right. Bottom of the deck energy that we have is the Two of Coins. So again, what I love about this deck is that it is talking about where you're actually at between the point where the Two of Coins starts to transition into the Three of Coins, meaning there's been a decision that's been made, and now you're making the decision with the you're strongly moving towards this collaboration now that needs to come in. So coming into your power for collaboration could be for business, could be for partnership of many different ways, shapes, and forms. But the Two of Coins, the decision being made, is now being fortified and strengthened by a third coin. And I want to pull your attention towards the infinity symbol that is here. And then we already talked about the fact that the 8 is the infinity symbol. Okay, so Shapeshifter, Inner Knowledge, and Ancient Wisdom is on its way to you. So that is the energy of the bottom of that deck. Let me move this little guy to the side. So let's talk about, I'll do the astrals as we actually hit each of the days of the week, because there's a few different things that are happening. So Monday the 5th is the beginning of the balsamic moon in the sign of Taurus. So physical security is going to be an issue for some people, but it's definitely going to be a felt sensitivity within your gifts. Your dreams are going to be very, very heightened over the next several days. This week is going to be very, very heightened, which is why coming into power and lightning power is coming through for you, okay? There's going to be more signs and synchronicities that are going to show up to you, especially for future options with this Two of Coins now jumping you into something brand new. So Monday's energy, what we have is the Two of Swords energy, which is turning into the Three of Swords. So the Two of Swords energy was there, again, a decision had to have been made. Now, the sorrow that is associated with the Three of Swords a lot of the different time is, it is sorrow for some people, like having to leave something old in order to go do something new. There has been a specific pain point that's come through for some particular reason, for whatever the case may be. There does show that there is a progression, and with this next card that's showing up here, it tells me that the decision that was made to move away from something that was a little more hurtful is bringing you into this joy situation where we've got now the Two of Cups. Now we've got the Two of Cups energy, which is again about making a decision. Okay, so 222 is already sitting on the board here a couple of different times. Right place, right time. Consider what it is that you want out of your future. Two of Cups energy is talking about that choice that needed to be made here, okay? And then you get into the Three of Cups momentum where you're talking about there actually being joy based upon that decision. This community card that kind of shows up here. So that is glorious energy when we get to Tuesday. Now, Monday the 5th, like I said, is the beginning of the opening of this portal that's getting ready to happen here on 7/7 on Wednesday. When portals open up, you usually have the energy a day or two before and a day or two afterwards, okay? So that's very important, and I wanted to make sure that I put that out there. When we get to the 7/7 day, this is the portal day. It happens to be a 10-day when you do all the numerology. 7/7/2021 is a 10-day when you do all the math, okay? This is about an awesome time to really start to finish up any project that was old. Like, this is the day, this is the time. If you haven't done it at this point, this is the day that you really want to do it, okay? Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo for sure are going to be hit very, very hard with this. One of the reasons is that the moon is squaring Neptune, okay? So when the moon is squaring Neptune, it can sometimes cause a little bit more confusion, a lot more dreams, especially your intuition is going to be extremely heightened. Spiritual purposes, spiritual things, spiritual practices, things of that nature are going to be extremely enlivened. Now, I think this is perfect because this is the Ace of Wands coming from the universe trying to light your fire. Literally, that's what's getting ready to happen here, Cancer, okay? So the Ace of Wands, this gift coming through with this new passionate project is coming through. And again, it supports that Two of Wands that needed to happen with you making a change with a decision. So Two of Swords, this was a very hard decision for you to make, or will be having to face something very specific, something that is old, needs to go away, and that's where the Three of Swords comes in. But with this Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Cups that's sitting here now into this Two of Wands, which is moving forward, this is glorious energy that's sitting here for you on this 7/7 portal day. Again, finishing up anything that you can, and realize that there is going to be a lot of transition on this particular day for you, Cancer, okay? As we get into the Thursday energy, the 8th, what we have here is the Eight of Swords transitioning into the Nine of Swords. So the Eight of Swords energy is one of those in where you kind of feel like you're stuck. You've got so much momentum. You've got so many things that are going on. There's so much energy around you. You kind of feel like you can't go anywhere because you're not sure what the next step needs to be. And that leads into the Nine of Swords moment where you really start over-analyzing the situation at this particular moment. You're not sleeping. You might have some anxieties that pop up if you can't ground your energy. Again, you're going to be very, very powerful at this point. Grounding is going to be so important for you, Cancer. It just really is. But when you get into this Nine of Swords moment, it can also mean that you're so excited about all this new momentum that's happening that you're over anxious. And so again, you've got to be able to ground. You've got to come out of the clouds a little bit and you've got to be able to put your feet on the ground at this particular moment, okay? Then when we get into Friday's energy, Friday the 9th, we actually have the new moon in, of course, the sign of Cancer. So this is an awesome time now to start a new adventure, and it is going to be extremely emotionally sensitive for you, okay? So in this depiction, what we have is the wheel. And this is the point where the wheel is turning into justice. Justice is showing and showing the balance between the two decisions or the two different things that need to happen in order to change your world. What's getting ready to happen is you are going to see right through. You're going to get a lot of clarity that's getting ready to come through so that this wheel can move continually forward for you, okay? Then we get into the energy of Saturday, and on Saturday's energy, what we have here is the Hermit, also in conjunction with the Wheel. Okay, so I love how these two kind of go together. The Wheel of Fortune, you're talking about Jupiter's energy, right? We're talking about the Hermit mode. We're talking about Virgo. The Justice card, we were talking about Libra. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there. Now you have 2 swords, 2 cups, and again you had the 2 of Pentacles that's sitting out here. Again, this 222 energy, right place, right time, about what it is that you want to be able to do. A lot of decisions being made very, very quickly, but all for your support and benefit. So when we get into this energy of the Hermit here, and I love this, you have each of the elemental signs here: earth, air, fire, and water. That's the depiction of what kind of goes on with the variances of the wheel. But if you take a look at where the Hermit is sitting, he's taking a look and receiving the information from each of these different elements that are really, really trying to support, okay, and knowing that you have what it takes within you in order to make that next decision. You are the light. You are the light. You are the power that is here at this particular moment, okay? That's gorgeous energy. That is heavy energy. So the Hermit does invite you sometimes to go in, not only recognize that you are the light, but that you have enough to share with other people. So sometimes it can be a very honest teaching moment for other people that are in your world. Now, when we get to the July 7th, the Sunday energy, now we have something that's very interesting happening. Now we have Mercury that's in your sign of Cancer. Okay, so Mercury wants to go very, very swiftly. Mercury is still and would have been in its retrograde period until you get to Wednesday, the portal day. All right, so just want to make that very, very clear. Mercury is no longer in its retrograde period. So what's gorgeous about it is that momentum just goes all these days. This is what's happening. So if there's been a wind up, like I said, with Mercury being in retrograde, now its forward momentum is just really bolstering and pushing forward a lot of that energy. So what we have here is we have Justice bridging with the Hangman. Okay, so Justice is here again. All right, Justice was here again for you as well. So Justice is here again. That's a lot of Libra energy that's sitting here, the scales. Now what you can't really see in the depiction of this particular card is that the Hangman got on his position by somebody putting him there. So this represents the individuals that are getting ready to put him on this particular tree to make him have this time out. But Justice is going, okay, let's balance this out. Is this right at this particular moment? The beautiful thing about the Hangman position, though, as you all know, is that it does give you the opportunity to try to go within a little bit, receive a little bit more clarity, receive a little bit more information from the universe, because the universe is talking to you at this particular moment. This is a day of great inspiration. So don't resist being in a slowdown when it comes down to this particular weekend, going within, receiving the upgrades that are getting ready to come to you, Cancer, because this is going to be truly, truly awesome. So like I said, we have a lot of cards to get through. I'm going to pull the White Sage Tarot deck, and we're going to do a clarifier in each of the different days just to see what else I can try to help pull out for you. So let's get some information of what's going on betwixt this 2 and this 3 of Swords on Monday, please. The beginning of the portal. Thank you. So what I have here is the King of Swords coming through. I love the King of Swords. This is clarity with heart, okay? It is possible that it's an air sign. It doesn't necessarily have to be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but there is some clarity that is coming through that is necessary for you to have at this particular moment, okay? So if you're thinking about this decision that needed to happen with this 2 of Swords, now here's your extra sword that comes through with this King, all right? The 3 of Swords doesn't really have to be a scary. It's often very indicative of a timekeeper as well, especially when I don't see any negativity. So it's very possible that within 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, you're going to see something extremely gorgeous that is starting to set itself up for you at this particular moment, okay? So now let's hit this Tuesday, this air energy between the 2 of Cups now growing into this elation, into this joy, into this collaboration again. Now we have the energy of the Moon. All right, so the Moon card, femininity, emotions, subconscious, secrets, dreaming, creativity. There's a lot of things that are coming through with this Moon card, and the Moon card for me is giving an indication that there might have been, now that I'm seeing this one here, I might pull another one on these two just to get a clarifier, but there might have been a reason why someone needed to walk away from a situation. It's very possible that there might have been a third party type of a situation that was challenging one of you Cancers, and you needed to get through it. So the Death card, Scorpio energy, talking about having to move forward and letting something go. And the Ace of Pentacles does clarify for me, not for everyone, but for some people, that some of you guys are realizing that now you're ready to move forward out of a relationship that was no longer supporting you, or you're moving yourself out of an old position into a new relationship because something in the past was not in your best and highest good. At the end of the day, regardless of how a relationship needs to change, whatever that ship is, okay, it doesn't even have to be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, that type of coupling up. It can be the relationship of business. It can be the relationship of partnership in some way. But I do want to share this with you again. This Two of Coins turning into this Three of Coins is the beginning of this new prosperous foundation that needs to happen here. Again, this is prior past energy. I suppose I should put the dealio over here, but that's kind of where we're at that particular moment. Okay, let's move into the portal card here on the 7th and find out what's going on betwixt this Ace of Wands, this gift, and this Two of Wands. Reigniting your fire. Okay, reigniting your fire at this point. Okay, well, there we go. We've got the Hierophant. So this is graduation for sure. Reigniting the fire for some people, the change of a ship, of some sort of a relationship. So when the Hierophant comes through, it is talking about graduating to the next level. It is talking about education. It is talking about third time's the charm, okay? So in the traditional card, there's a series with, if you look at the photograph within his crown, there's a series of lessons. First time, second time, third time's the charm, right? So there's a lesson that was learned, and you have the key now to understand what that lesson is. You've unlocked it, so that's now going to allow you to create this new choice for yourself. The Hierophant also represents a deeper level of spirituality for a lot of people. Synagogue, church, mosque, whatever your particular pantheon is for how you practice and you get support in your area, can also indicate that you might need to ask a question for support, but it also means that you may have something else to share with someone else at this particular moment as far as a teaching position, a teacher, if you will. The other thing that comes out of this particular card is that there's an official situation, there's an official job, there's an official growth, there's a step up, a lot of what it is that I'm seeing here, okay? So now let's move on into this Thursday energy, this Eight of Swords, between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, okay? All right, well, we got a whole book, so let me just understand, how do you want me to place these? One for each. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the in between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, yeah, there's something that you feel like you're stuck in, or that you're not really sure where to go. It's got you a little anxious. We've got the Nine of Cups that's sitting in the reverse position. You're not sure if this is, you know, you're challenging kind of what's going on here with your happiness. Is this going to be able to provide me with everything that I'm happy? Is the energy that I'm getting? Here's Jupiter. You got the Wheel of Fortune on the Wheel of Fortune. Please don't worry about it. The universe is here to support you, and it will be justified for who all is involved in this particular situation. We get here between the Hermit and the Wheel, and now we have the World card that shows up. Hello. Second chances, second opportunities. This also talks about luck. You guys know that already. So this is a really actually good card to get on this position. What you have to do now is you have to be willing to go in and receive this information and understand why the wheel needs to turn the way that it needs to do. And everyone at some point is going to be on that wheel, but justice is going to ensure that people are taken care of regardless of which side of the fence they happen to be on. Now, when this Justice card comes up here, again, merging with this Hangman, what we're hearing and what we're learning is that this Queen of Wands now needs to take a step back. You definitely are being told you need to appreciate and get the learning that you need to get with this Mercury in Cancer, this inspiration that's coming to you. It's no chance that well, you can't make this stuff up, but the symbolism of being in this position of sacrifice or surrendering to the universe based upon the messaging that it is that they want to give you. The Queen of Wands in this position, in the reverse position, means this is not the time for you to be going forward. This is the time for you really to be reflective and go in and receive the downloads, the upgrades, and the other information that's getting ready to come to you, because it's going to be supportive for you in the long run. Okay, so Cancer, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move these little dudes over here just a little bit, and we're going to hit the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, just to see what other information I can pull out for our Cancer based on this detail. Thank you. Oh, they said show you the bottom of the deck on this one. Eight of Pentacles sitting on top of this Two of Coin going into the Three of Coins. So this is becoming a master of your craft. This is continuing to do the work. This is continuing. There's no stoppage. There's no slowdown that is here. This is a balanced card. This is also indicative that 8/8, then August, you are going to have an extremely powerful month. So if you're being set up for August, like I said, another 3 weeks. If you're being set up for August within this portal, then think about what it is that you might have to shift, change, and allow to come to you at this particular moment in order to make that happen for you in your best and highest good. Okay, let's see what we have here for... Yes, they definitely said the 8/8 portal is going to be very significant for you with all the other twos doing the math that way. All right, what do we have here for our Cancers? A couple of cards to help support, please. Idealism. Okay, so we have the sun energy in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so it very much has something to do with what was going on with whoever this King of Swords was, whether it's male or female. Again, we don't get gender or any of that type of status twisted up in our readings. This is the general energy of someone that was in a position to, you believe, bring you to a different position. And I believe what they're saying is that this person might not have been the right one for you. Death, Scorpio energy coming through. Judgment also is a part of this energy with Scorpio. It may not have been the time as you were trying to consider those different types of options that were happening for you. Okay, I'm going to put this little dude on top here. What else do we have for our Cancers, please? Thank you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Criticism. Venus in Virgo energy. So absolutely, this energy is for the portal date on Wednesday. Let me double check. Yeah, Virgo. Don't be overcritical of yourself. If you are realizing that there's a change that you maybe didn't see coming, it's okay. The moon card comes in here to illuminate and to try to keep you on a path. And then the other energy that comes through with it, obviously also on this portal day as it bridges into it, is being impulsive. So we have the major arcana of Aries that's sitting here with Mars at this particular moment. Don't do anything that's impulsive. So when you get these two warnings like this, there's no wonder that you might feel like, well, shit, now what do I do? You hang in there. That's what you do. You realize that all people and all parties are going to be trusted or treated fairly in this particular situation to allow your wheel of fortune to turn around for you. Okay. All right, let's get another couple of cards here for our Cancer. What else do we have? Anything? Yes. Okay. Last two cards they said. Okay. Organization. Well, okay. So the organization card comes out, which is, this is our Capricorn energy right now that's hanging out in Mercury. Okay, so perhaps it was a change of organization that you needed to go through. Perhaps this was a ship of an organization that was coming through. That's important for you to be able to understand, and that's going to be supportive for some people. And other people, it is also going to be about what you're getting out of that Moon and Libra energy, with it not being balanced in this level of companionship. So that's what I have for you on that one. Now, you again are being invited and being set up to come into your power. This is the time where you create new inspiration and you clean up any old mess. I told you before, if you don't get it done at one point, the universe will force you to take care of it in a different time frame. So this is a good time frame again to finish anything that you really need to kind of get done. There's automatically going to be a lot of transition on this portal day for a lot of people, so you might as well take the advantage of cleaning up the project then, so that when you get to Friday, you're in a position to where you can actually start a new adventure. And yes, it is going to be emotionally sensitive for a lot of people. Okay. All right, let's see what our therapy angels want to offer to our Cancers for this week. Oh, thank you. All right, so you are being invited, and when you get invited to go here with hanging out with the Virgo energy with the Hermit, and you get invited here, this particular weekend, where you're being asked to take the position of the hangman. What your advice is from those guys, the angels, those guys, is to realize that some of the things that you're getting ready to shapeshift out of are any issues from your past life that has been a challenge for you. Okay, any situation that has a basis in your previous lifetime, you are invited to ask your angels to help you remember, so that you can then release and then heal from any of those past experiences that have been challenging you, so that you can jet forward. Again, you're being set up by the 8-8 portal, which is a huge time when Leo goes into its little position in the universe. Okay, what else do our angels have to say? This is the angel guides. Ooh, okay. We definitely want this one. They definitely are talking about offering you that healing energy. Okay, and they're saying that there is an opportunity for change in this position, and no, this was not the right situation for you to be in. That's what they said. Okay. Again, it doesn't matter what that ship is, relationship, business, ship, it doesn't really matter. Something had to change because something wasn't quite justified. All right, and now we're going to go in with the Lemuria cards, into Lemuria. All right, Cancer. I want you to pop out, please. These are very thick cards, and so I'm not trying to chase anything. Thank you. And we have 2 cards. Perfect. Okay. Yes. There's a paradigm shift that you have to go through. This is the sign of air. There's a paradigm shift. There's something that you need to be able to realize that's coming out of this particular situation. And then the other advice for them is to very much to work on your solar plexus chakra. Okay, we already know that your solar plexus is indicative of who you are and like the path ahead, and strengthening yourself so that you have all of the energy that you can, and understand that this is radiant illumination for you. Okay, both of these cards are reduced down to 4. This is master number 4, and this card reduces down to 4, so you are covered with angelic love and light. Call in your particular pantheon. But what they're telling you at this particular moment is something that you haven't had a chance to adjust now has to all the way be done, because they are setting you up for something here in the month of August, which is going to be glorious and powerful. Okay, so I'm going to go into the sacred geometry book, and I'm going to remind you of what other mantras there are available should you want to be able to take advantage of that. You have 2. You have coming into your power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Okay, and then the mantra for the shapeshifter is I am able to shift my thoughts and perceptions to keep myself aligned with the ever-evolving energetic changes we experience on a daily level. Okay, so this is a huge card, you guys. This is a huge card for transformation. Okay, it really, really is. This portal is going to be a huge day for you guys. Okay, so you need to shift your perceptions. So this is same as paradigm shift in a situation. You have to shift your perception. Okay, and understanding by awakening your inner knowledge and your ancient wisdom that you do hold, and it will help to mold you into the person that you want to be able to come and meld within your higher self. Okay, create the balance that you want in your life. Okay, the card numerology again is number 8. This is owl medicine, it's condor medicine, and if you want to take advantage of any crystal support while you're going in and you're doing these deep dives within your meditation, anything like apophyllite, selenite, clear quartz, or moldavite will be able to support you as you go through this. Okay, so Cancer, to be perfectly honest with you, I see this as an extremely positive reading. What I'm getting out of this is that there's something that they have so generously set up for you on the other side. You may have had a challenge or two being held back or being involved in someone else's energy that they're trying to help you unwind so that you can truly stand in your power. This is strength. This is strength. So by 8-8 Gateway, when you get into August, it is going to be lit. So Cancer, I cannot wait to find out how else I can help you navigate and traverse this information over the next couple of weeks until we get there. We do have more portals. We do have more things that are coming up. There's a couple of different action times this particular month. So hopefully you were able to resonate with a good significant portion of this. If you were, please make sure that you give it a like, you share it, you subscribe if you haven't already done it and you're just visiting. If you didn't get everything that you needed out of this one, as I always say, make sure that you take a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and please follow your north node. That is going to change the way that readings are received. Your innate will know what to do with it. You will definitely need to know, because that is where you made the determination to step forward into this level of earth walk, this art incarnation. It's kind of what it is that you agreed that you were going to do, and so those readings will help you. In the event that you would like to take this deeper for yourself on a personal reading, please take a look at the description box below, as I am continuing to take bookings for people. I really enjoy doing that. They can go for as little as 10 minutes all the way up to an hour and some change. Trust me, I've been all over the planet with it, but I do enjoy helping people really get down to the nubs and seeing what spirit guides and other ancestors that you have walk forward to give you more information. So having had said that, thank you, Cancer, very, very much, and we will talk to you next week. Bye for now.